some of you out there are probably going to end up listening to my podcast with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, to his credit, has a podcast. I went on and spent over an hour with him. I don't run and hide from my opinions. As you all well know, I will talk to people on a variety of different perspectives across the political persuasion. I got banned by ESPN. I got banned by CNN. I didn't ban them. MSNBC refuses to have me on. Now, I can't do it now because I'm a paid Fox contributor. But I'm not opposed to going on a wide variety of platforms and talking to people of all different sorts of backgrounds, whether they agree or disagree with me. The only thing I would request, and I give credit to Stephen A. for what I think was a really good conversation. I'm going to have him on the Wins and Losses podcast. That's the plan at some point. But I give credit to Stephen A. for being interested in talking to somebody different political persuasion potentially than him. And what I would say in general about this is we should have way more of this. And by and large, it's not right-leaning or conservative or middle-of-the-road people that have an issue when somebody with a divergent political perspective comes on. It's only the far left. And I would just ask you this. If you are so convinced that your opinions are correct and that your worldview is the right one, why are you so challenged by the idea of having to defend it? Right? I don't run and hide. I appreciate Stephen A. for having me on. I was happy to do it. If Bill Maher wants to have me on, love to do it. Joe Rogan wants to have me on, love to do it. If The View wanted to have me on, I would roll right into The View and sit on their stage and take all of the negative feedback that I would get from their audience because I would say exactly what I believe. Some people would agree with me. Some people would disagree with me. That's life. That used to be common. Why doesn't it happen more often? And so I think a lot of you will go listen to the Stephen A. podcast. He talked about how he's good friends with Sean Hannity. I think he's done Mark Levine's show several times in the past. I know he's done Fox News. Good credit for Stephen A. I think there should be more of that. And I was happy to do his podcast. I hope people enjoyed it. And I hope there will be more ideas of cross-pollination like that going forward as opposed to less, because I think everybody getting out of their ideological silos is important. And I'll just say I do this all the time in my own life. There's a reason I read the New York Times cover to cover. There's a reason why I'm a Washington Post subscriber. I know what people on the left wing in this country argue. I don't think you can be convinced that your opinion is correct unless you fully expose yourself to people who disagree with you. That's how the marketplace of ideas works. That's what I personally believe in. And so I'd encourage you guys. I retweeted it. You can go find it certainly on Stephen A.'s podcast. It's up on YouTube. I'd encourage all you guys to go check that out.